This is a bit melodic. Guys, BRB. What? Huh? I'll keep my door open. Oh. PDM hair. Wait. PDM Herod or Angel Share. I have a budget for one. Which one's the most versatile? Neither are versatile. Neither are versatile. They're both the same scent. Sorry. Dum 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 dum. What's up, babe? What's up? How y'all doing? Ooh. Coffee. There we go. That's what I need. That's what I need. I need my coffee. So, guys, I see the brightness is up. That brightness is up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Do 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 do. Was it Encre Noir Sport Witch 2? Huh. Okay. What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up? What's up? No thoughts on those, Jay. It's 2025, man. No one's talking about those anymore. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, everybody? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. I ordered Lalique white and black based on the praise it got on other lives. Wait. I ordered Lalique white and black. Oh, you'll be straight. You'll like Lalique. It's very nice. Do you have CK1? Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Do you buy Middle Eastern fragrances? I do sometimes. What's going on? Hey, it's good to see all y'all, man. Scent of the days. Put them below. Put them below. I want to see what y'all are wearing today. Boom, 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 sleep by me. Okay, so um Prada L'Homme Intense. Beautiful fragrance, Goose. Man with good taste. And I'm so glad to hear that you have Intense. Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. Beautiful taste. Beautiful taste. Great choices, guys. Great choices, great choices. Appreciate you, Black. I was picking at everything yesterday, so everything's kind of all over the place. Where would I have room for this? This has got to go for now. Don't. Pearl Oud by Killian. Beautiful. Is that a Starbucks drink? Better Buzz is what we have out here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Which are the scents you've owned multiple bottles of? I've only bought 2 of one fragrance, and that was Nautica Voyage. I have so many fragrances, I'll never run out of a bottle anytime soon. The only reason I bought Nautica Voyage was because my collection is organized right now as clone dupe inspired, designer, niche and independent niche, and then on the bottom is like 600 decants of stuff I'm constantly trying out to see if any of these decants will replace full bottles in here. The only 2 that I need to add is a classics shelf, a vintage shelf, and a women's shelf of top 20 women's. and those I'm still working through right now to add. So I haven't arranged this shelf, but there is 5 shelves to go top 100. I'm building a top 100 elite. So that'll eventually come in and replace all that. And we give away a lot of bottles too. Like last giveaway, we gave away 32 bottles. So my shelf is constantly under construction. What's good, Scent Bubble and chat? Scent of the day, Nomad, bond number 9. Beautiful choice, JR. Love that fragrance. Latafa Mahir Legacy. Which one? Silver or black or gold? What up, Mark? Best cologne for school if you're a kid. Blue de Chanel, Versace Eros, Prada Carbon, and Gucci Guilty Elixir. Would you recommend Sauvage Elixir? If you're 25 and up, 100%. If you're 25 and down, I just recommend Sauvage Original. Get EDT, EDP, or Parfum. It really doesn't matter. Pick which one you want. Where the Bond number 9s, I would never buy Bond number 9 retail. I love their fragrances. They have good quality, but I would never pay retail, and I would barely pay discounted. The ones that I really love never go on discount, and I don't love them enough to own 100 mil. And they barely have 50 mils of Bond number 9. They're very selective on which ones they give the mini bottle of. Mont Blanc, only one. I bought twice. Okay, I see you. Have you tried any Lorenzo Pizzaglia? I have. Haven't found my fragrance from them yet. 9 p.m. Decent. We gave that away last month, or last giveaway. Weird comment, Beauty of Scent. Very weird comment. I don't build my house based off natural disasters. We live in Arizona. Is Liquid Brune a good cologne? Yes. Only bottles I've had multiples of. YSL L'Homme. You know, L'Homme might be, if there was ever a fragrance I would need to replace first, it would be L'Homme. But as you can see, I still have probably like 40 ml left in here. So if my collection didn't get out of control as quick as it did, this would have gotten replaced first. But with how many date night, late night, seductive, long, close proximity type romantic fragrances, I'll never have to replace L'Homme. And I shotgun that fragrance. I do like 15 sprays of that. How do you like Brioni Eclat? It's a really good fragrance, but I have 2 fragrances in my mind that smell just like Eclat but outperform it. Performance is really the only thing wrong with Eclat. That wouldn't deter me from buying it, but I have other fragrances that outperform it with the same profile. I thought I was looking at a shelf full of liquor. That would be crazy. Going live with a shelf full of liquor is crazy. Scent of the day, Bianca Latte. What up, Kicks? Shout outs, Kicks, guys. Make sure y'all go follow Kicks Griffey. Realist in the game. What do you think is the best Spice Bomb? Original Extreme. To me, every Spice Bomb fragrance is Spice Bomb Extreme with some little remix to it. Extreme is the most performing. It might not be the most versatile, but nobody buys Spice Bomb to have a versatile fragrance. You buy Spice Bomb to get a Spice Bomb. Do you like the one Dolce & Gabbana? Yes, I do. What is a good cologne for date night? So many. If you want a real easy, cheap one, get Lalique White and Black for 25 bucks. This smells exactly like Layton. It's got incredible performance. It's super fresh though. So it's seductive date night killer, but because of its freshness, you can wear it as an upscale casual. There's so many clones of Parfum de Marly Layton. This one to me is the best. This isn't even a clone though. It's a designer house, Lalique, but it is unfortunately cloning Layton, but fortunate for me, incredible, insane. When we talk about cheapies and clones and stuff, a lot of y'all don't realize there's a lot of cheap designers that are not clones on paper that you should be getting way before you even consider dropping down to clones first. What up, SB? I'm disappointed the set is still in the district. Yeah, we all have shipping problems, Mike. What's the best Bond number 9 for summer? Probably Lafayette. What about Azzaro Chrome? The most wanted and wanted by night parfums only. What's your opinion on Valentino Yellow Dream? It's beautiful. I wouldn't buy it, but I have a lot of friends that have it, and it is a great fragrance. Very nice fragrance. I prefer Valentino Uomo Intense. This is another house that I feel like every fragrance from Valentino Uomo is copying Uomo Intense and just putting a different flair on it. I think Valentino Uomo Intense is the most versatile. It's classic. It's not so specific that it can't jump into different categories. And it's just like they nailed it the first time. The flankers don't need to be there. Scent of the day, Rasasi Fatan. Beautiful rendition of Terre de Hermes. I wear Versace, Dolce & Gabbana The One, and Burberry Touch. Hey, congratulations, Sean. I'm thinking of getting a $50 cologne. Beautiful. What's a cologne you'd recommend for $50? It depends. I need a more specific question than that. Don't worry. The thing is, Beauty, don't worry about my collection. Don't worry about my collection, man. My collection is just fine. It's gonna be okay. We're not getting earthquakes in Arizona. We'll be fine. It's a weird thing to care for a random person's life. Appreciate you, B. Do you have the new West cologne? No, I do not. I'm trying to find a great Hugo Boss cologne, long-lasting with some earth tones. A great Hugo Boss, long-lasting, some earth tones, a little bit of spice. That would be Boss Bottled Absolute, Boss Bottled Elixir, or Boss Bottled The Scent Magnetic, which would be this one right here. Yeah, go this one, The Scent Magnetic. What's a good cologne that smells exactly like the Inspired? Zara Man smells 100% like Black Orchid from Tom Ford. Make sure to drop the likes. Yeah, guys, 67 people in here. 3 dots here or 3 dots there. Click the 3 dots. The drop-down menu will come. Hit the like button. Run the likes up so YouTube strips all the trolls out of here and only puts fragrance people in here. That's how it goes. Run the numbers up. I could care less. My lives are always jumping, as you guys can see. But if you want less trolls in the comments taking up the space of your question, run the likes up. That's all I'm saying. Where do you live? Is it legal to resell perfume in small atomizers? That's a weird question. My friend says all designer frags are manufactured by the same company. He didn't elaborate, but is this true? No. There is a such thing as there are factories in France, United Arab Emirates, China. There are factories that all are responsible for several of the designer houses, but they do not manufacture. They're separate places for the bottling, the perfumery, etc. And they basically just get a menu of how the composition is made. They're not the ones sitting there by hand and putting them together in most cases. Valentino Man Intense versus Jean-Paul Gaultier Ultramall. Valentino, no question. Do you have Doja Carvana Light Blue? Never heard of it, Luke. Hey, boss, recommended Terre de Hermes alternative. The guy said it earlier, Rob. Rasasi Fatan. R-A-S-A-S-I. So Rasasi space Fatan. F-A-T-T-A-N. That is the closest Terre de Hermes I know of. $20 on Amazon. Pick it up right now. You'll love it. Long-lasting, beautiful scent. New West is fire. Okay. What do you think about Kamra and Latafa Assad? Classics. Not really my tea, but classics. I was recommended Millionaire Cologne last time I was in the knockoff shop. Bought it, regretted it. Don't take recommendations from people you don't know. Do you like Creed Aventus? Of course. What do you think about Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition? 7 out of 10. I'm just starting my fragrance collection. What is a cheap option for everyday occasion? How old are you, Skylar? And where do you live? What state? Yes, it is legal to sell decants as one of my side businesses. Is YSLY EDP one of the best fresh colognes? I mean, it's fresh in the sense that most fragrances are fresh, but that fragrance is circumstantial to me.
You're probably better off with Myself if you want something more versatile. Y is better than Myself, but Myself is more versatile if you're looking for fresh versatile. Best clone of Azaro, the most wanted. You have to go on YouTube, brother. I forgot the name of it, but there's like 2 that stick out like a sore thumb. Just go on YouTube and type the most wanted parfum clones, and the top results will be the one I'm thinking of. I know most people don't go for McGraw by Tim McGraw, but do you have it or smell it? I believe it's underrated. I have not smelled that bee. Have not. Which is better for everyday use, Sauvage EDT or Wise Sauvage? No question. Rasasi Fatan, Fattan, not V. Oh, I got to the bottom. Cool. Should I buy blind? No. Never buy blind. A lot of people buy blind based off my recommendations, but I don't even recommend it. They just trust me so much. I would say like there's probably 30 bottles of fragrance that people purchase every month from my recommendations. And I don't get affiliate links. I'm not hired by anybody. People just trust my nose, but I still don't think y'all should be doing that. But so far, no one's messaged me saying, hey, that recommendation sucked. So I'm doing all right now, but I still tell y'all, man, try before you buy. But some of you guys have been watching me since the beginning, so we're like 700 reviews in. You guys know how I think, so you're able to make good decisions based off my recommendations, so I don't trip too much. But yeah, try before you buy. Drakkar Noir, old school classic. I don't think it's worth buying these days. I think Drakkar Intense pretty much modernizes the lineup the most. The blue fragrance is cool, but I still think Intense consolidates original, noir, and blue. But you know, if you want to smell old school, feel free. It's cheapy. Should I get Paradise Garden or Le Beau? I think Paradise Garden's more interesting. Le Beau is more classic. Bro would make bank if he did affiliate links. Yeah, I really would. I mean, just with day 3 fragrances alone, I mean, Michael Paul lives down the street from me. If there was any affiliate that that would make the most sense, it would be that. And I don't even, I people that watch this channel have bought a lot of bottles of day 3 fragrance based off my recommendations. So if there was any affiliate I would ever have, it should be through them. But I don't even have an affiliate link through day 3. And I don't really need one because Michael gives out discount codes to like a lot of the influencers out there. I saw him give discount codes to Tazo, Melissa, a lot of people. So there's always ways to get 15% off. So I mean, I'll share it with you. I don't care about people having people message Michael and say, hey, I bought your fragrances based off SB. So I don't care about getting credit for my audience buying day 3 fragrances. I just care that you guys try them because they're amazing. But so right now, I forget Melissa's discount code, but Tazo has a code, Tazo15, TAZZO15. You put Tazo15 on your order, you get 15% off. I mean, that's a great deal on a fragrance. What do you think about L'Immensité? It's not the best one. Get Afternoon Swim. Have you seen the new Cod Lodge Island Dreams? This is a dupe of Symphony. I have seen it, yes. Have you tried For Him Platinum or Deep Water from Victoria's Secret? I have not, Danielle. What part of AZ you from? My family is from Tucson. I'm from everywhere in AZ. And the place I live now, you've never heard of. Is Slow Explosions good? I think it's good, but it's the most non-blind buy worthy fragrance ever because I never would have thought I'd like a fragrance like this in a million years. This is like Tom Ford's Oud Wood soaked in red sangria and red wine. I wouldn't typically gravitate towards something like this, but there's just something so addictingly creative and signature about this, and it lasts forever on skin. I went to Hollywood and I smelled a lot of fragrances, and there were probably only 2 or 3 fragrances that I had to take home. One of them was Baranda by Nasamato, Whiskey and Rose. And this one, Slow Explosions, I kept smelling the test strip all the way home. It's like wet rain on Tom Ford's Oud Wood with red wine and sangria. It's like this metallic red wine, woody light, wet rain type of experience. Very addictive, super signature. I know this is not going to be for everybody. The notes are even crazy. Like, even when I smell it, I don't even smell the notes. Saffron, here, let you guys look at it with me. Saffron, Rose Absolute, Leather, Apple, Benzoin, Cashmerean, and I don't know what the heck that is. But it's just a killer idea. And it's very addicting to smell. Again, I don't recommend blind buying this at all, but it is so interesting. I've never smelled anything that smells like this. I had to buy it. And you can get this fragrance on discounters for like $70. It's crazy. So I always recommend people get into some of the more commercial ones, like Memoirs of a Trespasser, which is kind of like eating vanilla ice cream by a fireplace in an old library with old bookshelves around you. So that's like a cool vanilla. But yeah, imaginary authors, I mean, I don't think you can blind buy anything from them. They're super creative. How much is your whole collection worth? Thousands of dollars. I really have never tried to estimate the price of my collection, but it's easily north of 15 grand. What's your thoughts on Louis Vuitton City of Stars? It's okay. It's a good scent. I don't think it's a $400 scent. What's the cologne all the way on the top corner? I think I have that one. I really don't know. If you're talking this one, Casa Marati Lira. I smelled Boss Bottled Absolute and it smelled like a sweeter Bentley Intense. Am I tripping? No, I mean, Bentley for Men Intense is more boozy and rummy. Boss Bottled is more sweet, spicy. But I could see that. Wet Rain. Yes, Wet Rain. The new Dumont Elixir looks like OT is going to be a good one. We'll see. Also, Liquid Brune smells like tortillas. You got to go get your nose checked, man. You've been getting that taco. You've been getting some taco meat all up in your nose hairs, bro. It's tainting everything you're smelling. Does Rayhan Pacific or Aqua di Gio have more of a stronger scent? Aqua di Gio. Opinion on dupes. They're cool. What's your thoughts on Louis Vuitton City of Stars? For women, Black Opium by YSL. My wife wears it and it lasts 6 to 8 hours. I mean, it should. It's a patchouli scent. Is Liquid Brune a good clone of Altair? No, but it's still a great fragrance. Louis Vuitton Imagination or Afternoon Swim? Imagination is the most popular. Afternoon Swim is the best scent. Hey, we got to the bottom again. Hey, run the likes up, guys. The 3 dots right here or the 3 dots right here, press that and then hit the like button. We need YouTube to filter out more trolls and bring in more fragrance heads. I picked up Mirage Absolute. What are your thoughts on that one? I've never smelled it, JP. Have you tried Tarathi Blue? Of course I have. It's been a while. It's an okay Tigar. I mean, it's a great fragrance if you don't own a lot of bottles. The first time you smell it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's Tigar. Has great performance, lasts all day. I mean, for a 20, I got Tarathi Blue on TikTok Shop for $11. I mean, it was no reason why I shouldn't have bought this, right? $11, insane. Yeah, I mean, it's Tigar, but I mean, it's cheapy Tigar. You know what I'm saying? But you will get a lot of compliments on it. Honestly, if you're going for Tigar and you want to just buck up and pay some real money, you can probably get Kajal 3 for probably for 120. You can get Kajal 3 for 120-ish bucks. This smells exactly like Tigar, but even more complex than Tigar. If you like that Tigar DNA, you buy this, you won't really need anything else. You won't need Imagination, you won't need L'Immensité, you won't need Afternoon Swim, you won't need Elysium, you won't need any of that stuff. Kajal 3, if you want Tigar at a premium scent profile, smells better than Tigar, lasts forever, looks cool on your shelf, right? But if you want cheapy Tygar, Tarothi Blue is a great alternative. Dang, I didn't realize you guys typed so much. Which is better, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Parfum or Elixir? Elixir. What would you recommend? Something niche that's soft, spicy, like YSL L'Homme, or Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Parfum? Huh. Niche soft, spicy. Probably Bulgari Man in Black. You can probably snag it on discounters for like 70 to 100 bucks. Apply cologne before lotion to make the scent last longer. You can. Thing is, you know, your fragrance is made up of alcohol. So when you spray it on top of lotion, sometimes it can break the lotion up and dry the skin out. You can definitely, you know, Roja Dove says to put the fragrance on first and then put the lotion on top to hold it in place. He might be right, but most people don't do that. Most people put on lotion first and then put the fragrance on top. It depends on how sensitive your skin is, really. Sean John Unforgettable, nice. I think that's the Milsim Imperial one. Yo, can you show me Jean Paul Gaultier? No. Similar fragrances to Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This one right here. Off-Non Rare Carbon. 25, 30 bucks. That'll get you your ombre leather. Let's see. What do you think of Yusuf Bai? I could care less about Yusuf Bai. I have Altair and I have Altair and Liquid Brune. Why? That's so dumb. The only difference I can pick up is longevity. Fragrance World lasting longer. I don't know why you would buy both. It's really silly. Any thoughts or recommendations on solid frags? Yeah, tons. What would you give Liquid Brune? 1 to 10 on compliments. Compliment factor is probably an 8. 8-hour fragrance recommendations with some fruity notes, slight bubblegum smell, maybe a little bit powdery. Cod Lodge Island and 9 p.m. from Off-Non. Bought Parfums de Marley Castley in NYC, and I got a oh, just to say I got a bottle there. The scent is so-so. What do you think? I think exactly what you think, Lincoln. Hi, I wanted to buy Silver Mountain water, but I'm not sure. Maybe you can recommend a DNA of it. Absolutely. You don't need Silver Mountain. This smells more like Silver Mountain water than actual Silver Mountain water because they keep reformulating it. This smells closer to older batches of Silver Mountain water. This is Off-Non Supremacy in Heaven. You can get this for about 20, 30 bucks. It lasts forever. 4 sprays, 8 hours. Beautiful looking bottle. Strong juice. It's better than some of the other Silver Mountain waters out there. I do think it's the most accurate if we're talking Silver Mountain water. And for 20, 30 bucks, you'll smell better than dropping 300, 400 retail. Is Nick Her Pacific Fruity more stronger scent to make, Pacific Fruity, don't know that question at all. Scent of the day. Oh, beautiful scent. Yeah, Joel, I saw that. Beautiful scent of the day. Yeah, run the likes up. 3 dots right here or right here and hit the like button. Filter out all the trolls. What do you think of the House of Virtus? Are they overpriced? Yes. But they do have good frags. Any Azzaro clone you know. Just go on YouTube. Have you smelled Latafa Niche Emerite? No, I have not, JP. Is Liquid Brune a good clone recommendation for date nights? Yes. Your goat cheapie. I have too many, Jube. I have too many goat cheapies. Too many. La Lique White and Black is a good start. Do you think Xerjoff Acento is a solid fragrance? It's good, but I think you'll be mad you spent so much money on it if you bought it. Altair Eau de Parfum thoughts. Oh, Altair. Altair is great. I don't think it's worth the money, but I mean, it's great. And I don't think, here's the thing. You will like that fragrance a lot. Will you have a lot of reasons to wear it? I mean, if you live on the East Coast, sure. But if you're Central or West, it's hard to find that late night, date night, cold weather to enjoy a good vanillic fragrance that heavy. But so a lot of times you'll buy it and you'll love it when you can wear it, but then you'll be mad you paid that much money for a fragrance you can't wear all the time. So that's my thoughts on it. If you had to pick one cologne for the rest of your life, I would never do that. What is your absolute favorite designer fragrance? Don't have one. I subscribe. Thanks for the recommendation. Anytime, B. And by the way, guys, if I roll through your question and don't spend much time on it, don't take offense to it. I either don't think it's a good question, you know, it's silly, or I think it's irrelevant and won't bring value to the channel. You're welcome to continue asking questions, and I don't take this seriously at all. I do want to be helpful, but I also am going to keep it real with you guys. Do you know of any Acento dupe? So I don't waste more than $300. Go on Fragrantica, type Acento, pull the fragrance up, scroll all the way to the bottom, and it will say, people say this fragrance reminds me of, and it'll show you a list of fragrances just like Acento, and pick the fragrance that has the highest upvotes and not downvotes. I 100% agree that Altair is not worth the money. Is there a Carolina Herrera Cobalt clone? No real need to get a Cobalt clone. There are a couple, but they're not super one-to-one. They're like 80%. And you can get Cobalt for like 60 bucks. Matter of fact, y'all are going to make me pull out my iPad. Where the heck is Cobalt? What's up with Cobalt right now? They said that was on clearance. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's going for 40 on Ulta. You can get you can get Carolina Herrera somewhere between 50 and 70 bucks. What do you think about Prada L'Homme EDT? EDT Prada L'Homme? I mean, it's a good smell, but it ain't gonna last. What do you think of Guerlain Spiritueux Double Vanille? I haven't smelled it. Have not smelled that yet. I'm actually just now going through a lot of Guerlain. I just ordered a buttload of Guerlain. Do you have Creed Aventus? No need. No need. I do have Creed Aventus in a decant just for explanation's sake to all you guys, but if you have these two fragrances, you do not need Creed Aventus. At all. At all. What about Oud? What about it, Erica? Give me a more specific question. What are your thoughts on Joe Malone? I'm not a good reference for Joe Malone. All the Joe Malone fragrances I've tried are so light and faint, I would never pay retail for them. Haven't found my fragrance yet that I love, and I haven't found one that was long lasting. What do you recommend for a scent close? Flame, I don't know who you think you're fooling in here, man. Go give your phone back to your mom. Salvador Ferragamo's Black, my favorite cheap winter scent. Ferragamo F Black's nice. I'm getting a cologne for my dad, and it's his birthday. He's 50. What's a good budget cologne you would recommend? For Pops, we're going to go right here. 40, 50 bucks. Lalique's Ombre Noir. Smoothest tobacco, drenched in cognac, little bit of cinnamon and vanilla in the back, but it's mostly an aggressive masculine. Super buttery smooth. It has mint, papyrus, lavender, bergamot up top, so it's a super fresh, airy take on a smooth pipe tobacco, drenched in alcoholic cognac with a touch of little cinnamon and vanilla. This is sex in a bottle for grown men. And you can get it for about 40, 50 bucks, but you got to look very carefully because it always sells out because the price is just insane. You got to ask something more specific, Erica. I'll give you one more shot before you get sniped. Altair sells like crazy. Went over a dozen bottles decanting last. I mean, I don't know how you know that Altair sells like crazy. I have Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, Dior Sauvage EDP. I have Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, thumbs up. Sauvage EDP, thumbs up. YSL Myself, thumbs up. What's the next fragrance I should get? Well, you're getting a lot of spicy, sweet fragrances. Get something super fresh, man. Get something like a Prada Carbon, a Prada L'Homme Intense, you know, a Bleu de Chanel. You know, if you can find a discounted price of the new Versace Extreme, get that. You know what I mean? Do you wear Bath and Body Works colognes? No, I don't. I don't. A lot of them are great, but for a 36-year-old man, it's going to be hard to impress me with a Bath and Body Works fragrance. There's a lot of Bath and Body Works fragrances that impress me on women, but on men, no. I mean, the last good fragrance Bath and Body Works made for men was Mahogany, and now I have this. I love Altair on me, and I'm a woman. Longevity is amazing. Hey, listen, Altair is a great fragrance. People buy Altair. Don't get it twisted, you know. But is Altair outselling a lot of things like Sedley, Pegasus, Leighton, Carlisle, Percival, any of the new stuff, Greenlee, Cat? No, it's not. But it is an amazing, sweet, cold weather scent. It's a lovely composition. If you have the money and you got it like that and you want to have a nice sweet scent for your collection, absolutely. But if your collection is small and you need your sweet seductive scent to just be an absolute banger, there's so many fragrances under the $200-300 price point that will still get you an Altair level experience, such as Noir Extreme from Tom Ford. If you need to go even cheaper than that, you can go Spice Bomb Extreme. You can go, I mean, there's so many Leighton alternatives. You can go Lalique White and Black if you want a Leighton or Leighton exclusive experience. You can go Original Noir for Tom Ford, and you're taking these home for like 70 to 100 bucks, 100 ml, and these are premier. Maybe not so much Spice Bomb Extreme. You know, you need to go up to Tom Ford to get your more niche quality and that luxurious upscale feel. What other vanillics? I mean, even if you want to go like Angel Share or Armani Stronger With You, Percival's not going to outclass those fragrances by much. Even a Naxos, even a Blessed Barak or Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio. So you have when you're talking about vanillas and spices and pralines and cinnamons and nutmegs and all that, you have a lot of options out there pretty much at any price point. Good to see the women in here, by the way. I'm looking for a citrus and red blood orange fragrance. You can actually go onto Fragrantica, Gabriel, and search blood orange and citrus, and they'll show you every fragrance that's in that category. Hear me out on my rant. I have some oil. Wait. That's weird, Mike. That's weird. Where's the cheapest place to buy designer clones online? I think it's Joma Shop. You kind of have to rotate because each site falls into a different season and a different reason for discounts. By the way, run the likes up, guys. Hit the 3 dots right here or the 3 dots right here. Hit those, and then hit like. We need to run those likes up, baby. Help a brother out. Help yourself out. Joma Shop, Max Roma, FragranceBuy.ca. There are so many websites now. If you type in your fragrance on Google search, the top 20 websites, you can probably look between all those regularly. You also have Facebook groups. You have Mercari. Kix was saying, what's that app or something like that? There's just a lot of websites you can pay attention to that will have discounts constantly. Mind Games Blockades better than Creed Aventus. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's hard for anyone to say anything is better than Creed Aventus, for sure from a money standpoint, because Creed Aventus is probably the most sold niche fragrance, period. It's easily in the top 10 as most sold, so that speaks to what people are actually buying. Number two, DNA-wise, in its category, it's hard to beat it out. From a compliment, longevity, class, all the boxes. So if that's your opinion that Blockade's better, I'm not going to hate on that, because Mind Games makes a lot of very robust, complex, somewhat unique fragrances. But if you're trying to just say that in general it's better, the world says otherwise. Does Fakar Black need to macerate? I mean, I think every fragrance needs to macerate. It's just a matter of which one you need to macerate. I know this is random, but I have my own cologne business. I mean, you can send samples all day long. People know where to find me. Look at the descriptions of my videos. Do you have Valentino fragrances? I have Valentino Uomo Intense. I've tried the whole line. The only one I think that's worth buying is, I think Uomo Intense consolidates every fragrance in the lineup. Aside from the history of Guerlain, do they deserve the hype? 100%. I mean, Guerlain was making fragrances in the 1920s, and we're in the year 2025, and his name is still relevant. There's no hype at all. It's real. You go and make fragrances and have your name being mentioned by a lot of people 100 years later, you've done the right thing. The fact that a lot of his DNAs were made in the 1930s to 50s and people are still using them now and calling them classics, in some are still super. I just smelled L'Instant de Guerlain today, and Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum. Still seems like somebody made it today. Guerlain's not hype. Now, does that mean any fragrance you try from Guerlain is going to be amazing? Absolutely not. This is classic French perfumeries in the 20th century. But if you're asking the scent bubble, a guy who's smelled thousands of fragrances, yeah, Guerlain's the truth. You might have to... There was another fragrance I smelled today. Aqua Allegoria Neroli Forte Vetiver. Amazing. Yeah, Guerlain's the truth, bro. Guerlain's the truth. Aside from, let's see. Hi, do you know something about Brazilian scents? I do not. Any recommendations of a sweet type fragrance for date nights? Younger guy. This is all you need, buddy. Take $25. Look this fragrance up online. Lalique, white and black. You can wear it for every date night. You can wear it to school every day. And the girls will not forget your name. Oh, one sec, guys. Okay, I'll take it. I'll see you in a bit, honey. Love you. Got my baby monitor by me, guys. Okay, try Blockade by Mind Games. I've smelled Blockade many times. I've smelled like 11 fragrances from Mind Games. Oud for Greatness, Eau de Parfum, got as a gift, does not last long. Oud for Greatness? Oud for Greatness doesn't last long? The heck are you on? Did you get a fake? Dude. If I put 3 sprays on of Oud for Greatness, I'm taking that fragrance to bed with me at night. Tony Iommi, okay. Thoughts on Polo Red EDP? Get the Parfum. If I had Tarathi Blue, Sauvage EDT, Sauvage Elixir, what should be my next cologne? So you have a blue, you have a spicy, sweet, fresh. I think you should try to get something green, brother. Get something green. Get like a Coach Green, or Parfums de Marly Greenlee. Get something green and fresh. Mahogany Teakwood is still the top fragrance at Bath & Body Works. Oh, okay. Appreciate the update. What do you think of Versace Dylan Blue? If it doesn't impress you, what should I look for? I mean, Dylan Blue, it doesn't matter if it doesn't impress me. Dylan Blue is a classic. Everybody wears it. It's a dumb reach, everyday wear for your typical guy who doesn't have a lot of fragrances. It's a good utility fragrance. Where I'm at in my journey, there's just stuff a little bit better. Matter of fact, this fragrance, which I think is the best blue fragrance of all time, you know, Talisman is up there. Blue Talisman is cool. Get the X Straight, not the original. They just came out with the X Straight. It lasts way longer than that. But Mephisto from Casa Marati Zerzov. They were selling Gentili Uomo, which is this fragrance, but just a flanker of it, which a lot of people say is better. They were selling it on Joma last week for like $120 for 100 ml, which is insanity. So when you're asking me about Dylan Blue, which typically costs somewhere between 50 and 80 bucks, depending on the size, go up and get Gentili Uomo from Mephisto, and you're talking about worlds of difference. A blue fragrance versus a blue fragrance, but one smells like you own a jet and one smells like you ride a bike to school. So I'm not hating on Dylan Blue, but the fact that you can go up in the $100 price point and get like an elite blue that will be super signature is insane. Your opinion on Vulcan Fouet? It's a good fragrance, but it's got to come down, you know, to the $30 price point. To me, charging like around 60 for that fragrance is blasphemy. Designer is out. UAE is killing the game. Al Harmain, Amber Oud, Dubai. Oh, Aqua Dubai. I mean, it's a good fragrance. That price needs to come down too. Because when you have fragrances like Sahib Intense that smell more like imagination, you know, Aqua Dubai is a great smelling fragrance. It lasts long. It's not imagination. People need to stop saying that. You know, it's as close to imagination as Assad is to Sauvage Elixir. It's like 80-85%. Amazing smelling fragrance though, lasts forever, but it's not imagination. Aqua Dubai, it's pushing what, 60 to 100 bucks? When it retailed, it was like 100, right? Or is that Game of Spades? Yeah, Sahib Intense is like $30-$40. More accurate, same longevity. But yeah, UAE is taking over the game, but they're not going to replace designers. Joma Shop is the best. Thoughts on French Avenue Schmallow Fluff? I've never tried that, Jeff. I've never even heard of that fragrance. I've finished my Pro 1 bottle. I mean, it's 55 ml. I could see that. SB, I'm not trolling. Two smells work so perfectly. Hey, man, I don't think you're lying. It's just different. Pro is good. Yes, it is. Is Rayham Pacific a good clone of Imagination? No, get Sahib Intense. Like, if you got something that smells like bro, I'd actually buy it so fast. Okay. This is a perfume. Oh, wait. There is a perfume bottle. There's a perfume in a blue bottle. It's quite cheap and is a summer perfume. I forgot its name. Can you remind me of it? Nope. Tarathi Blue is cheap. It's like 20 bucks. I got mine for... See, but this bottle doesn't look how it looks online. Online, it's that color blue. But in person, it's like dark blue. Tarathi Blue from Offnon. Creed has been around since the 1700s. Favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male Elixir. What's a good citrus amber fragrance at any price tag? Equus. Grapefruit, vetiver, amber. 20-25 bucks everyday dumb reach. Armani is for the young guys. I mean, there's still grown men wearing Stronger With You Intensely. You know? There's still grown men wearing Angel Share, and I think those are more 20-year-old and down fragrances, but, you know. Is there any replica Bacart that's good? I think you mistyped there. Devotion or The One? Dolce & Gabbana, The One, every time. Okay, Mike. I want to smell like creamy vanilla. Any recommendation under 50 to 70 bucks? Eternal Oud from Latafa. What do you think of Cali Dream by LV? I'm not a fan of it. Jaden, can you give me a more specific question? There's too many answers to that one. I mean, I could literally name almost every fragrance in my collection. What up, Nick? What's a good green fragrance you'd recommend if you're on a budget? French Avenue Aether, Aether. Let it macerate though. What do you think of, have you tried any Brunelli? No, I have not. I have not, Ramesh. What do you think about Givenchy Gentleman EDT Intense? I think you should move up to Gentleman Boisé. Is Cod Lodge Colognes almost identical to the Inspired? Cod Lodge Island. I don't know about the others. What about Guess Noir? Not a fan. Is it true Game of Spades Full House doesn't last long? It doesn't last longer than Aqua Dubai. But it's decent, you know, 4 to 6 hours, I think. What do you think of Cali Dream? Already answered that one. You leaving, hun?
Trying. There's a helicopter circling outside, so I'm trying to wait and see.
Okay. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Kicks. Review off and on 9 p.m. I already did. It's on my website. Is Rayhan Pacific? We already talked about this, Dan. You'll stop being redundant. You'll get sniped. Have you tried Hawas Cobra? I have not. Sorry. LV Meteor or Imagination? Imagination every time. Have you tried Guess? We already answered that. Daniel, stop being goofy with donations. I'm gonna snipe you for that. Goodbye. Starting classes again soon. Any recommendations for daily fragrance? Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a great one. Lalique Equus, EQUUS, the dent doesn't lie. Amber, grapefruit, and vetiver. So good. That's dumb reach. And it really depends. I mean, honestly, at school, it's really hard to beat these two. It's really hard to beat these two if you're in school. You know, these are killers. You want to smell like Drake's Summer Mink, but better, get this one. If you just want one that's fresh every day but can double as date night, get this one. I mean, dude, I don't care what people are saying. These two right here will get you so much play. So much play if you're in school, you know, college or high school. I haven't tried that, Basim. Baccarat Rouge 540 replica recommendations. Baccarat Rouge 540. Like a replica of it. Yeah, Club de Nuit Untold on Amazon for $40. When you say let it macerate, what do you mean? Just leave it for a while? Yeah, I mean, if you get a new fragrance, what's a light one? If you get the fragrance in the mail, you know, the traveling puts pressure on the bottle. It gets a little bit tight in there. So as soon as you get the fragrance, undo it. You typically, I call it pumping, you know, so I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to get some air out of the bottle because it has a lot of pressure on it. And then just make sure it's in a cool place. It doesn't have to be cold, doesn't have to be hot, just in a regular bedroom. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be cute, you can put it in the cold place, you know, throw it in the closet. I'm not that picky. Once you pump the air on the bottle, you just let it sit. When I first buy a bottle of fragrance, as long as if it's a niche fragrance or something like that, I'm less concerned because they're pre-macerated. In fact, a lot of clones and designers are pre-macerated as well. But, you know, once I pump it 3 to 5 times, I'm just sitting it down. Then the next day, immediately after, I'll see if there's any more pressure left in it. So I'll hit it for 1, 2, 3, right? And then I'm just gonna let it sit. And the only time I go back to it is like one time a week later. I might hit it for 1. Okay, the pressure's still good. It's not leaking or squeaking. It's at a good atomizer pressure. And then I'm just letting it sit. And you know, if you don't like the smell of it, maybe you come back every couple of weeks, every 2 weeks, you come back and spray it. Is it good? No. If you check it after, you know, a month, you've checked it out 2 or 3 times, it's still weak. Now I'm going to let that sucker sit for like 6 months. I've rarely ever had a fragrance need to macerate for a long time. Here's one of them I can't show you, but there was a situation with this fragrance right here. Lattafa Eternal Oud, which is a clone of Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kirkjohn. Creamy, amber, buttery, vanilla. Super sweet, seductive, cold weather, date night, killer, right? When I got this, I did not like the smell of it. It smelled like Grand Soir, but it was so ashy. It just had this ashy, airy funk to it. Hated it. So I pumped it 5 times, waited a day. The next day I pumped it twice. And then I waited 1 week, checked one spray after a week. Oh, still ashy. Waited 2 weeks, pumped it once, still ashy, didn't like it. So I'm like, you know what? This might just be a dud. I sat it on the shelf. 6 months later, just for fun, I pumped it. Psh. Well, it's not as bad, but I still don't like it. Set it on the shelf. I came back to it exactly 1 year later. 1 year. And this is so unusual, guys. Listen, trust me when I say this, I can count on my hand how many fragrances ever did this to me. 1 year later, I come back to this scent. It's buttery, it's warm, and it's not ashy. And it's amazing. And that's not always the case. I know some people who out of the box said their Eternal Oud fragrance smelled incredible. But for me, that one literally took 1 year to smell amazing. Another fragrance that happened to me with was Assad. Lattafa Assad took 1 year and literally got 20% better in 1 year. Very rare though, guys. Typically, maceration is extremely subtle and might only take like a week to a month if a fragrance has been super pressurized due to traveling by plane or being driven around in hot weather and the package being thrown around in heat and cool air, constantly putting different pressure on the bottle and changing the composition, stuff like that. But generally speaking, most fragrances are pre-macerated and due to traveling might need to macerate for a small amount of time, but are pretty much out the box good to go. Eternal Oud versus Liquid Brun. I would say Liquid Brun probably gets more compliments out of the box, but I think Eternal Oud is the better fragrance because to me, MFK Grand Soir is better than Altair. What should I trade my Altair? Any kind of scent? What's your take? That's a hard question because I don't know what you have access to trade. Tahari Bordeaux Elixir is like 17 bucks. Supposed to smell like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. Well, this is a Le Male Elixir. Lattafa Kingdom. You can get this at Burlington for $30. Smells 100% like Le Male Elixir. Just get that. Thoughts on YSL EDP? It's a great fragrance. For some reason, I had the urge to buy Polo Green Intense, and I was pretty impressed. Old school with new age twists. What are your thoughts? Get the Parfum. It's extremely vanilla heavy. Aromatic aura. What Guerlain that's sweet but still kind of safe for day use? L'Instant de Guerlain. L'Instant. L'Instant de Guerlain. Amazing. Eau de Parfum concentrate. Which fragrance do you think should have never been discontinued? Givenchy Play, Acqua di Gio Profumo, Banana Republic Arctic Slate, stuff like that. What's a good cologne that girls like on guys? Versace Eros, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Prada Carbon, Gentleman Reserve Privé, Dolce & Gabbana The One, Sauvage Elixir, Sauvage EDT, EDP or Parfum, Dior, Dior Cologne, Dior Sport, Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme Parfum 2025, Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, Prada Black, Givenchy Gentleman Boisé, Gentleman Society, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, Polo Red, Polo Blue, Polo Deep Blue, all Parfums, Dylan Blue, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense, Dolce & Gabbana Forever. Women love all of those. Is that Versace EDT? Yes. Any masculine beast mode clone recommendation for a 70-year-old man? No. Do you like the new Guilty Love? Dude, honestly, if you're a 70-year-old man, just get your grandfather some Jeffrey Bean gray flannel and call it a day. He probably doesn't even have a nose. Do you like the new Guilty Love for Men? I do like it a lot, but the performance is absolutely trash. Paco Rabanne Invictus, my favorite year-round. Bomb Spicy Extreme Cinnamon Okay, cool, Jared. Penhaligon good? Yes, they're a very good house. What's your top 3 freshest colognes? I have way too many to count. Does Off Non have very good clones? Yes. I have Club de Nuit Intense Man LE. Does it make sense to also have Supremacy Collector's Edition? Those are 2 completely different fragrance styles. One smells like Nishane Hasavat. One smells like Aventus. Maybe that's redundant to you, but that's the information. I only go to Macy's and Sephora for cologne. Is that bad? Yes. You're wasting a lot of money. Paco Rabanne 1 million oud. Worth a blind buy? I think so. 1 million oud is probably... Oof. I know I'm capping, but I don't care. I'm just going to say it. 1 million oud is the best 1 million. I said it. I'm sorry. Have you heard about Dossier? Don't buy Dossier. Overpriced. And they only hit the mark about 40% of the time. What about Givenchy Xeris Rouge? I've never smelled that sheer. What's the best Maison Margiela replica? To me, Under the Lemon Trees. Is Bleu de Chanel really that good? Yes, it is, dude. It really is. I don't care what you think about it. Ask women. Put on Bleu de Chanel EDP or Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Walk around and say, hey, what do you think about this fragrance? Every girl's going to tell you, I love it. It smells fresh. It's open. Smells classy. Trust me. Bleu de Chanel knocks it down every time. Is there a difference between eau de parfum and parfum? Yes, the eau de parfum lasts longer. The parfum smells slightly more natural. Thoughts on, I've never heard of those, Aromatic Aura. What's the best Initio? Must Therapy to me. If you want a date night fragrance, I love Absolute Aphrodisiac, Side Effect, Atomic Rose. Yeah, those are good. Have you tried Versace Blue Jeans? Of course. I live in Saudi Arabia. When I get a fragrance shipped, when I open the bottles, it's extremely hot due to weather. Does that hurt the perfume? Somewhat, yeah. You need to pump the bottle and then get that thing in a cold place to let it sit for a while. You know, if I live in Arizona, it's 115 degrees Fahrenheit like every day. So my weather is probably worse than your weather more consistently, and I have to let my fragrances really sit when I get them in the mail. Thoughts on Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. Great versatile fragrance. It's kind of like Eros. You can wear it all day, every day, but it's sweet and fresh, so it can double as a early evening date night type of scent. Thoughts on Le Labo. Le Labo is okay. I think they're overpriced, but they do make some good sense. Do you know of any dupes of Vanilla Sex from Tom Ford? To me, I did a comparison video between Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford versus Vanilla Sex, and Vanilla Sex just smells like vanilla ice cream. Vanille Fatale is like that, but just has like this warm, buttery amberness to it, so it's better to me because it's more interesting. The closest thing I can find to that is probably going to be Eternal Oud from Lattafa. Yeah. Yeah. Another good one, though, Tom Ford is going to be $100 to $150. So if you want a designer fragrance or a niche fragrance that's just cheaper than that, but you don't necessarily want to go clone, especially with a mono note fragrance like Vanilla Sex, try Memoirs of a Trespasser from Imaginary Authors. Imaginary Authors. Get Memoirs of a Trespasser. You might really enjoy that. Or just go to Bath & Body Works and find a vanilla fragrance. It'll probably smell just like Vanilla Sex. Banana Republic's Arctic Slate is discontinued. Yeah, it is discontinued. Sometimes it pops up in Marshall's, Ross, and Burlington, but it's extremely rare. You should definitely buy it. It's a great fragrance, and I have it as well. What do you think of Prada L'Homme? Is it the OG or is the Intense better? The Intense is better just for performance reasons. Is it redundant to own YSL, Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, and Dylan Blue? You tell me, Adam. What's a good fresh clone with very good projection? I need a more specific question than that. I'm a schoolboy. Any recommendations? Eros. What do you recommend? Would you recommend Old Spice from Marshall's? No. Did that Midsummer's Dream come in? No, it didn't come with this batch. It will be here Monday or Wednesday, Selly. I did 3 huge hauls. I did a vintage haul, so I got a bunch of vintage. I did a Guerlain haul. I did a Roja haul. I went crazy. I think I got 40 samples coming in. All vintage women's, Rojas, and Guerlains. But Midsummer is a part of that haul, so I'll either have it Monday or Wednesday. I was just checking my receipt for the haul that came in today. Today we had, this actually came in yesterday afternoon. We had Aqua Allegoria Forte Neroli Vetiver from Guerlain, Original Azaro, Boucheron Dune from Christian Dior, Eau de Merveilles from Hermes, Enigma from Roja, Linstant de Guerlain, Tommy Girl for girls, Vetiver from Roja, and there was a couple other ones. There's so many we got to go through, guys. Ajal from Spirit of Dubai, Danae, Triumph of Bacchus, a bunch of freaking Zherzhov. Like, there's so much I got to go through. Caspian Cherry, Nasamatos. I don't even know why I keep doing this. Like, it's just, there is so much to go through. I just can't even keep up. The vintage run will be crazy, though. Best clone for Oud that is wearable. Oud for glory. All right, SB, thank you for all you do and your patience. Take care and stay blessed. You stay blessed as well, Mike. Good to see you, brother. Clive Christian clones. I haven't seen any worth mentioning. What are your go-to layering fragrances? Lalique's à l'extrême, Lalique Equus, Bentley Momentum Unlimited. Yeah, basically anything super ambery as a base, anything super woody as a base, or anything spiced. Memoirs is a good one from Imaginary Authors. Yes, it is. Is Latafa Opulent Dubai a very good budget clone? I'm not sure, Daniel. I haven't put my nose to that one yet. What can you layer with natural red? I don't know if it's worth layering with. Just got City Rhythm 2654. Do you have any thoughts on that fragrance? Solid. Thoughts on Sculpture. Haven't put my nose to it. Dope. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Yeah, dude, listen. Dude, what's been making me think so much about Midsummer's Dream is this fragrance. They're nothing alike, but they're both vegetal. So Aqua Media Forte's got fennel and matcha, and so it's got that kind of lettucey feel. I know Midsummer's Dream's a little bit different. I forget if it's carrot seed or something like that. But smelling the vegetalness of this, because this is kind of like cold cucumber water, melon, but then it's got this vegetal lettuce feel in the back of it. So good, though. Women, like, love this. It's not a fragrance I would normally wear, but women love it. You know what I'm saying? It's super fresh. It's a unique, not really a blue fragrance, but kind of like how a green would be, like a greenly or something like that. But a whole different vibe of it. It's a lot more signature. And I smell this and I'm like, yo, I need to get Midsummer's Dream. So I put the order in for it last week. I thought I had been ordered it, but, you know, I almost just outright bought the bottle. How good of a clone is Latafa Vintage Radio to Initio Paragon? It's almost 1-to-1. The problem with Vintage Radio is unless you live on the East Coast, you'll really have a hard time to find it. This is a plum fragrance with Palo Santo on woods. Very strong, very close. It's like 95% to Paragon. Amazing fragrance. I used to have it. I gave it away at 2K a long time ago. It's a great fragrance, but if it's not cold all the time, you'll never wear it. So hard to find a lot of use cases to wear it if you live central or west. I've heard good things about Roja's Vetiver. Yeah, Selly, but as you'll see on my Tuesday drop, because I did review it and my review comes out, I've been smelled Roja Vetiver. I just never did a review on it. My final conclusion is that Roja's Vetiver Parfum Cologne Edition smells almost identical to Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum and Vetiver Sensuel from Mancera. And when I do a comparison on all of them, it's kind of like they're only off by 5% of each other. So with Guerlain, you should always get the Parfum concentration over the EDP because Guerlain's Vetiver is the sharpest and it's the most classical French perfumery style. So it's the most aged. It's really good still. Again, they all smell almost identical, but it's like Roja's Vetiver, you can get as low as $130. It typically sits at the 160 price point. Guerlain sits around 100. I've actually seen Mancera Vetiver Sensuel go as low as 70, 80. So this has 20 ml more juice, so 120 ml versus 100 versus 100. And so my conclusion to the video is that if you want Roja Vetiver and you want to max out from a budget standpoint, the best smelling fragrance is actually this one. And thankfully, not only is this one the best smelling overall, but it's $70 for 120 ml, and it's the most modern. In order, it goes Vetiver Sensuel, Roja, Guerlain's Vetiver Parfum. They're all three basically the same thing, but the fact that you get 20 ml more, this is more brighter. The longevity is 10 hours plus. I'll probably get Roja's Vetiver later on just because with me and Vetiver fragrances, it's got to catch them all. You know what I'm saying? So it's on site when I see them. But smelling Vetiver again today made me realize, like, you know what? Vetiver Sensual is actually the best fragrance. It would be redundant to own Guerlain or Roja. And it actually made me appreciate my Vetiver Sensual like even more. Who makes the best clone of imagination? Sahib Intense from Ardal Zafaran. Have you ever smelled Cherry Cola from Amir Paris Corner? I have. Do you think it smells anything like Cherry Cola at all? It does, but it smells very cheap. What's the most niche fragrance that you have? What does most niche mean? Selly, help me out. What does most niche mean? I heard Liquid Brune is 98% identical to Altair. Is that true? No, it's like 85. Whoever told you that's lying. Amir from Latafa is a good Clive Christian Town and Country clone. Okay. I mean, I've smelled it, but I don't know. Favorite from Byredo? Probably Balda Freak. Yeah, it has carrot seeds. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. What's a good cologne that smells like a fresh, ripe mango in the summer? Herba Gold or Mango Skin from Wilhelm. What's a good budget cologne for upcoming cold months? Lalique White and Black. Good starting perfumes for hot weather. Ferragamo Bright Leather. Sedley. Casamarati, Mephisto, Gentiluomo. Lalique Equus, Lalique Linsumi, Mont Blanc Presence, Bleu de Chanel, Profondo, Blue Talisman, Extrait, Flor Narcotique Ex Nihilo, Extrait, Oceania, I can't recommend. The performance is buns. Harrods from Roja. This fragrance is incredible. To me, Harrods is actually better than Burlington. I always forget the year. 18, 19. It's better than this one for sure. Harrods goes crazy in the summer. Oh, wow. That sounds pretty good, to be honest. Yes. Can't beat vetiver sensuality. Dude, listen, man. I feel like I'm in a place now where I truly, I'm not going to do it yet, but I truly feel like I have scoured the earth's vetivers. When it comes to retail, niche, and designer, I've smelled it all. I really have. Roja's vetiver is cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 dead or alive vetivers. The problem is when you put vetiver sensual next to it, it's like, this is the same thing, but vetiver sensual is $70. You get an extra 20 ml and it's brighter. So, you know, I mean, again, Roja's vetiver parfum cologne goes down to like $130 on its best day. So I wouldn't hate on it, and I'm gonna pick it up anyway, but they really did something special with this juice. Vetiver Sensual is a fragrance I don't think I can live without. When the bottle goes empty, it will be refilled. I can't live without this fragrance, personally. As a vetiver lover, and even if I wasn't a vetiver lover, I think it's... Anytime I'm putting somebody into the vein of vetiver, I'll start them off on Elysium. It's not really a vetiver forward fragrance, but Elysium sets the tone with the amber vetiver base and the grapefruit top. But over Terre de Hermes, over Grey Vetiver, Tom Ford, I'm going to point people to Vetiver Sensuel every time because it's like a beam of sunlight. Do you wear finery dupes? No. Should I buy Bleu de Chanel, Polo 76 or Versace, Dylan Blue, Bleu de Chanel, Parfum? Most niche, the person might ask about the smells, not the brand. Like, are we talking complexity or something, Joel? What I take from most niche is very challenging. Okay. But if I was telling you the most challenging fragrance, it would be a fragrance you couldn't wear. You know what I'm saying? I think you might be right, Matrix. Why do you have so many perfumes? Ava, listen, I always tell people I don't have a collection. I have a problem. You've helped me take my cologne game to a whole new level. Thanks, brother. Anytime, anytime. Bleu de Chanel, no question. Yes, Ava, because that's our thing. We love it. She should know that. You already know. SB is going to say Bleu de Chanel. Is Calvin Klein Eternity good? In 2025, no. It will take him a whole lifetime to use all of that. You know, it'd take a lifetime to suck up all the oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. We still breathe every day. Why are you breathing in all that air? Why are you sucking in so much air? Hey, listen, I ain't coming for your handbags or your shoes or your 60 color makeup kit. Don't be coming for my fragrances. If I had $100, you can make a perfect collection for every occasion. If I had $100, can you make a perfect collection for every occasion? No. Thoughts on Aqua Media? Original or Forte? Do you know any songs? Yes. That's how I feel about Terre de Hermes. Can't live without it. I love Terre de Hermes. It's amazing. But Terre de Hermes, for people who aren't vetiver lovers, can be challenging because it's bitter and it's tart and it's sharp. How would you rate Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum? 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. What's your take on a third cologne for myself? Really, really indecisive. Currently have Dior Sauvage EDP. I'll soon have Armani Stronger With You Intensely. Can you please help? So Dior Sauvage, you're going to have a fresh, spicy fragrance. You will have a sweet fragrance. You don't really have anything fun. Gucci Guilty Elixir. How do you feel about Oak? I don't like that house. I don't like that house because they're overcharging you. Nothing wrong with options, ever. Do you know any songs? Some people collect the worst things. I agree. Some people collect bad habits, like not working out, like eating bullcrap. Why you got all those different hamburgers every week? Why are you sucking down that caramel macchiato with 3 shots and 3 extra caramel drizzle and chocolate? You know, I don't see anybody coming for your coffee. I don't see any Calvin Kleins as good anymore. When you have clone houses making bangers of discontinued goats, that's true. Forte. Hey, listen, man. I mean, you got to be a man to rock something like this, because this is the most female level scent you're going to find as a man. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. When your girl comes over for Netflix and chill, are you going to light your candle that smells like wood? Not if you want her to stay. You're going to light a candle that smells like pine trees? Not if you want her to stay. You're going to hit her with that metallic citrus? Not if you want her to stay. This fragrance is like putting on a pastel shirt. You know what I'm saying? You got to be comfortable. What I like about this versus Amorous and Aqua Universalis and all that stuff, Gentle Fluidity Silver, is it's the most daring. And it's different. Ignore the notes. Ignore the freaking matcha green tea, or the matcha green tea and fennel. It has it. This is a cucumber water with a slice of cantaloupe. And in the back, it has the tiniest bit of like earthy, fresh lettuce. I lost all you guys. I know it. You guys are like, nope, lost me at lettuce. Lost me at lettuce. But when I tell you, if it didn't have that type of smell to it, it would smell like you were in a hotel spa and you went to the front counter and saw like a 22-year-old blonde chick texting people on her phone when she should be working. It would smell like the entrance to a spa. Women love this, point blank period. It's a unisex fragrance. Women love this. So it's one of those things where you wear this not because it's the most masculine, you big dog, you know, I'm 6'3", 220. You know what I'm saying? No, you wear this because it's a scent that a woman would want to wear. It keeps it you keep your manhood because of that vegetalness behind it. Without it, it's just Bath and Body Works. But when you have that cucumber type of matcha, fennel, lettucey type of vibe behind it, it adds this earthy freshness where it doesn't smell fake. It just smells like a real fresh scent. It's like a glass. You know, when I used to golf, they would have on the golf course, you know, we'd be riding around puffing a cigar, you know, hitting balls, right? And when you were playing golf at golf courses that it would cost $200 to $500 for one round of golf, we'd be on the course, and now they don't just pass, you know, there's always a little truck riding around that has like the sandwiches, the snacks. But when you're in a golf course where the rounds cost $200 to $500 to play, the cart girl has more stuff. So one thing you'll notice is like she ain't just bringing bottles of water and stuff like that. They'll actually have towels soaked in lemon, right? So you have a cold, ice cold towels in a chest soaked in lemon juice, and you pull out the lemon towel. You can clean your hands because you know you've been gripping a golf club all day and your hands are muddy and whatnot. So you can clean up, you can wipe your face off because you're sweating all day. You're like, dang, it smells like lemon juice. You know what I'm saying? And then when you put the towel down, they've got a jug of water that has slices of cucumber, lemon. There might be rose petals in the water. That's what it's like when you're golfing with some paper. And this fragrance reminds me of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're outside and you've got like an infused ice glass of water with like cucumber slices, you know, some this is a green tea vibe, so it's kind of like a slight green citric kind of feel. And And it's just refreshing. It's so refreshing. When women smell this on a man, it's like, man, he smells good. I might want to wear that. And, you know, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Universales and Gentle Fluidity Silver and Amorous and all that, they're cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dock them. But be daring. Be daring with your fragrances. I get crazy compliments on that fragrance. People want to steal that from me. Is the Most Wanted EDP good? Saw it on Joma Shop. No, get Most Wanted Parfum. Beautifully said. I agree with you. I also share the same thoughts. Beautiful. Any recommendations for a good gym fragrance? Take a shower. If you truly go to the gym and work out, you should be sweating hard. And if you're sweating hard, you don't want to be wearing a fragrance. Wearing fragrances at the gym is for people who don't really work out. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being real. Listen, I'm being real. I've worn fragrances at the gym. I've done it. But I realized, like, yo, if you're killing it in the gym and you are sweating profusely, the last thing you want on is a fragrance. So the best fragrance for a gym is a shower. Just telling you guys. Love the Gucci Guilty Elixir selection too. Insane how that's the one I smelled recently and I loved it. GF wasn't too big a fan though. Then put on Eros. Huge price tag, but smelled great. Truth. Why not just sample most things since you won't be able to finish all the bottles in your lifetime? Dude, listen, man. People can't tell me nothing about samples. This is to you and the chick. Whoever was in here earlier. I hope y'all are still in here. I gotta, for some reason, I gotta do this every night. Every night I gotta walk y'all through the gauntlet. Can't even open this drawer. Like, trust me, guys. Trust me. I know it's not normal for you guys to see people with hundreds of fragrances, but let it just be that. You're not used to it. I'm very used to it. All my friends got collections bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying? You just don't live in my world. But I always try before I buy. Always. I got like 600 samples. So the proportion of my collection versus my samples is responsible. Trust me. What's the name of that one again? Pyramid. I need more specifics. What's a cheap cologne that smells very expensive? Everything on that bottom shelf. Lettuce, greenish kind of background makes the whole fragrance. Exactly, Nick. It's like if that thing didn't smell vegetal, I wouldn't wear it in a million years. And in fact, the first couple times I smelled it, I was like, nope, chick fragrance. But then I was thinking about it and I'm like, yo, there's something really refreshing and like different about this. And then I started putting it on and it like tones down. It doesn't feel as spa-ish on skin. I mean, it pops and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. People took a liking to it really quick on me. What do you think of the Issey Miyake, the EDT? A grandpa freshie. They sell some good perfumes at some plant shops. I bet they do. Lotusy, yeah, Issey Miyake. Issey Miyake fragrances are basically Louis Vuitton fragrances scaled down. What's a good blind buy that a guy... What's a good blind buy that a guy will probably like? Gucci Guilty Elixir. Is CK1 good for summer? I mean, it's very simple. It's like a powdery white floral. It could be great for summer. I have been complimenting Mancera Red to... women have been complimenting Mancera Red Tobacco like crazy when I wear it. Beautiful. What are your thoughts on Mancera Sicily? Super slept on. Very good fragrance. Yo, Scent Bubble, what do you think of the Hawas line? I find it synthetic yet pleasing at the same time. Almost every fragrance is synthetic. When people say a fragrance smells synthetic, they don't mean that. They mean it smells harsh. Harsh and synthetic is not the same thing. Hawas is okay. Just watched your podcast episodes on Art of Date Fragrances and love them. Super helpful. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, don't rain on my parade. I have to. You have so many perfumes, my friend. Thank you for stating the obvious. Sure, but if you're wearing that much, it ruins the scent, and the combination of aroma chemicals in the bodily sweat is not one that is pleasing. Very descriptive. You can use a deodorant underarm in case... Yeah, I mean, you can wear deodorant at a gym. I mean, but yeah, I mean, the deodorant is less about a perfume, and deodorant is used to absorb the perspiration so that you don't have funk just exiting. It's like a safety net over your armpit. But if your armpits smell, it's because you eat like an idiot. Funky armpits means you ate funky food. So I've gotten to the point now where my diet is in such a way where when I sweat, I would have to sweat for multiple days to even smell. So you want to get to the point where you don't have to wear deodorant. You know, when you go in the shower and you scrub your armpits and get out, your body should not have an odor. Odor is a symptom of bad dieting. You know what I'm saying? Bad dieting is trying to exit the body. It's going to exit through saliva in your throat. It's going to exit in bacteria in your nostrils. It's going to exit through your pores and skin through sweat. It's going to exit through downstairs through both holes. And it's going to exit through your armpits. And so if you have funky armpits, you really got to ask yourself, what have I been eating lately? Because you can get to the point where your armpits rarely smell, and when they do, you don't need that much on them. But all that aside, I get the concept of deodorant. You know, you go to the gym, you're sweating. If you do worry that you're going to be funky, it blocks the passage. But as soon as you get out of that gym, go shower and take all that deodorant off. Let your armpits breathe. It's trying to get rid of toxemia in the body. What's the name of that cucumber fragrance? Maison Francis Kirkjohn, Aqua Media Forte. I'll let you take a screenshot of it. Can we block the sunlight? Good grief. What are your thoughts on Mancera Sicily? It's good. I like Off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition. Beautiful fragrance. The one that smells like matcha green tea and cucumber. Yes. I'm in 10% better shape than you. Oh. Oh. Dang, what gave it away? Was it the traps that gave it away? Was it the traps that made you feel like that? I got 4-inch tall traps. Dang, man, I got to get better. I got to look better, bro. Maybe next time I'll go shirtless for you. Yo, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Especially with my upper on camera. That's crazy. Yo, I'm 10 times in better shape than you. Yo, let me think about that for a second. Yo, Marcus, send me a picture of you on my email and put Marcus B, and I'll share it with the audience. That'll be fun. I want to see the 10x because I want to congratulate you on that if you're 10 times bigger than me. Anyone 10 times bigger than me, I want to applaud that. I'm 6'3", 220. So if you're 10 times bigger than that, I want to clap you up for the channel. What would be a good freshie for going out at night in Texas summer? What would be a good freshie for going out at night in the Texas summer? Gosh. When I used to live in Texas, man, it used to be so humid. I used to never want to wear a fragrance. I'm not sure about that, Ryan. I'd have to really think about that, bro. What's your honest rating for French Avenue Glorious Oud Royal? 10 out of 10. Hi. I'm still here. I saw your samples. I sample everything too. Do you only buy the things you absolutely love, or is it more to it than that? Yeah, I only buy what I absolutely love. What's a cologne a girl will probably go out of their way to compliment you? So far, I don't speak for everybody in fragrance. I'm gonna always keep it real. The fragrance that's been giving me the most compliments lately is this one right here. And anyone watching my stream knows that. I have gotten single-handedly the most compliments in 2025 that I have not gone out with this fragrance and not gotten a compliment. That's unheard of. Guys, that when I tell you that is so unheard of, it's not even funny. I get compliments every single time I've worn this fragrance. Now, I'm not an idiot. I don't wear Tres Oros during the day. I only wear it at night. But I get a compliment every single time I wear this fragrance. So, give it a shot. Might do you real well. Yo, you just said that today. Wow, I can't believe you said Issy was like a toned down LV. Well, Nick, the reason I say that is because it's the same perfumer, dude. Deodorant is a must for most of you guys. It's a must because you have must. Hey, just got into fragrances. Already got a few ones, but I want to get Coral Fantasy. Do you think it's a good fragrance for school? Sure, absolutely. Well, I mean, it's loud. It's loud. If you want to tone down a little bit, you might have to go like Le Beau, Le Male Parfum. Man, they're all loud, bro. They're all loud. You might have to tone it down and just go Eros. Thoughts on Mancera Tonka Cola? I used to think Coca-Cola could be a good note in fragrance, but I just recently smelled a Creation E from Roja, and I've decided that Coca-Cola should not be worn in fragrance. The only Coca-Cola fragrance I would wear in 2025 is Ambar Dominicano from Day 3. And that's because they don't try to make a Coca-Cola fragrance. Out of all 66 of my fragrances and hundreds of samples, I wear Creed Aventus the most, like the new batch, because it's less smoky. It's a good fragrance. What do you prefer in deodorant, roll-on or body spray? I don't wear deodorant. I don't wear deodorant, bro. I just shower, I work out, and I don't eat bull crap. When you don't eat bad food, you don't need deodorant. I like my armpits to breathe. If my stuff starts smelling, I go take a shower. Nah, I'm just him. Oh, I'm just... Hey, listen, man. Shout outs to you, bro. If you look good, you look good. You don't got to tell me about it. Should I get mini fillable bottle of colognes for school? Let's see. Should I get mini refillable bottles of cologne for school? No. What does that Maison Francis Kirkjohn smell like? I told you. Oh, sorry. I thought my wife was home. It smells like cucumber water, cantaloupe in an ice cold glass with lettuce. I know it sounds crazy, but it's good. Sound like some haters in the... Listen, man. No, listen. We don't hate, man. We don't hate. Listen, if you're taking care of yourself, I'm gonna applaud you. It's just what it... And you can't brag in my chat. It's just, it doesn't get you anywhere. We're all talking fragrance. So, you know, if somebody says weird stuff in my chat, I either compliment it or one of my mods snipes you out of here. So we don't have time to hate, guys. It's Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? It's Saturday night, man. We're happy to be alive. We're fortunate to have life. We're fortunate to be able to wear fragrances, talk fragrances, being a fragrance live on a Saturday night. Hey, man, listen, I'm blessed, dude. I'm blessed. I really am. So you can tell how people's lives are by what they say. You know what I mean? Like, I truly believe, like, your words are a reflection of what's going on inside. So when people start talking a certain way, you can see how they really feel about their life, man. I just caught Teriyaki Intense. Crazy work. Scent profile is better than Angel Share. Okay, I mean, listen, I can't dock you. Teriyaki Intense is nice. It's just a cinnamon bomb. I find myself blending it. You know what I'm saying? Like with Teriyaki Intense, at first I really loved it because it smells high caliber, and then you just get into a situation where you just wind up layering it more often than not. Parfums de Marly. Okay. Jeffrey, I don't know what question you're asking. What's your spray routine and do you get compliments with it? I don't have a spray routine. Every fragrance is different. He's 60 feet tall. You lose. Percival. Okay. Is it too late in the summer to buy LV Pacific Chill? No, it's never too late to buy Pacific Chill. Get afternoon swim instead, though. Yo, how much on average are your fragrances? I wouldn't even know. Listen, I don't get hard by tallying up my fragrances. I have $20 fragrances. I have $1,000 fragrances. And that means nothing to me. I'm ashamed to have even told you that. Santal 33 is a good perfume, but not for everybody. I couldn't agree more. Why does that cologne give you so many compliments? It's intoxicating. What would you do? Oh, come on, Christy. You gotta give your phone back to your dad. Get off your computer and go to. You need rest. Was originally made for King Louis. Okay, Trace Oros, got it. Rate French Defense by Mind Games. 7 out of 10. Bleu de Chanel Parfum or something else. Bleu de Chanel Parfum is nice. SB, have you ever heard of Solid Cologne? Apparently, no, I haven't. I haven't heard of it, Faison. Oh, you don't sell any. You review. I'm new here. No, yeah, I'm not selling anything. I'm selling information for free. I'm not affiliated by anybody. I'm just a fragrance dude who likes fragrance. A lot of people trust my nose, so they ask me questions about fragrance. I'm just here to help people out. Obviously I make money on my channel, like through views and stuff, but I mean, that's pennies. This is just like a hobby. Excited for the Roja's Parfum Vetiver Cologne vid, but why in 2 days? Because I don't drop long form videos on Saturday or Sunday. I only drop shorts. I only drop videos Monday through Friday, and Monday is always the release of Sunday's podcast. So the podcast will drop Monday, and then the review will drop Tuesday. Trust me, I wanted to drop it sooner, but Monday is now an official day for the pod. You know, a long weekend. You're just getting started with the week. I want y'all to have like a good long hour and a half of content. So I dropped the pod first. The review is good, and we shot it in a different format this time. So I'm excited to premiere it, but the pods are more information for you guys. So it's like when you're riding to work, throw the pod on. Versace Blue Jeans is Coca-Cola? No way. Absolutely not. Rate Creed Aventus, 10 out of 10. Mancera Instant Crush for date night. I'm going out fragrance for a younger guy. Yeah. Instant Crush from Mancera will get you good play as a young guy. It's kind of like a sparkling candy sweet fragrance, but young chicks love it. Like 25 and down, you can knock everything down with Instant Crush. What do you think of Atkinson? I've never heard of him. Have you put your nose on Versace Black? Yeah, it's a good fragrance, but I still think Offnon Supremacy Collector's Edition is better. Hey, can you help me out? What makes night fragrances a night fragrance? Night fragrances have to be fresh, sweet, and intoxicating. Appreciate you, Joel, for moderating. Did you ever smell Versace? I never heard of Black Jeans. Hey, how are you? I am taking care of myself. That's great. Take care of yourself and get some rest. Is Eros Energy a very good fresh cologne? Fresh, not so much. It's just a pineapple blast. Aqua Media is a must try. How much for a bottle? Ooh. Get it on discounters. It really varies, but I think you can probably get it somewhere between 150 to 200. Opinion on Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir by Carolina Herrera. It's great. Love the Hawass Tropical right now. It is a good fragrance. I wasn't bragging. Just if I wear fragrances to the gym, you're not working hard enough. Well, that's true. Listen, man, I can only speak to my experience. There's always exceptions to the rule. You know what I mean? Like every time I've gone to a fragrance and I smell somebody with a fragrance on, they are not sweating. And my question is, if you do go to a gym and you're getting it in and you're sweating, why would you have a fragrance on? Like musty sweat would never go with any fragrance. I don't care if you're wearing the freshest fragrance, the muskiest fragrance, the most citric fragrance. Wearing a fragrance while sweating just makes no sense at all. You're mixing up the composition. It's musty, it's gross. Most people that I've seen wear fragrances in the gym are not working out very hard. And if you are, I'm still going to ask you why you have a fragrance on. But if you do, I'm the minority. I'll be honest. A lot of people on my channel ask me what are good gym fragrances, and I have plenty of recommendations. For me, I would never wear a fragrance to the gym ever. I'm the guy who goes to the gym clean. I work out, I sweat, I take a shower at the gym, and then I put a fragrance on as I'm leaving. I would never wear a fragrance while I'm working out. Do you prefer Millesime Imperial or Arolfa by Creed? Millesime Imperial every time. What cologne you said gave you a lot of compliments? Trace Oros from Day 3 Fragrances. Guys, stop hating on Marcus. Stop hating on Marcus. Ain't nobody tripping off Marcus, man. Everybody belongs here. We ain't click. That's the one thing I hate about FradCom, man. It's so clicky. Everyone's dick swinging and trying to be in groups and feel good about themselves. I don't care what age you are, what color you are, how much paper you got, how successful you are. I told you guys, I'm blessed. I live a great life. I'm very fortunate. And when you guys come and see my channel, it ain't about none of that. It's about fragrances. That's how we all connect right there. So listen, we have AI mods in here. We got live mods in here moderating all the ridiculousness, and they aren't removing Marcus because Marcus ain't said anything crazy. We're going to move on. It's going to be good. Ain't nothing wrong with Marcus in here. I love Issey Miyake clean fragrances. Good to know. Similar to LV. Thank you. Costco has Issey Miyake sometimes in it. Yeah, exactly. People don't know Issey Miyake perfumer. One of them is one of the people from LV. Glorious Oud is fire. High quality smell, unisex, high-end fabric softener, aromatics last. Yeah, Dream, I told you. You must have a great nose to be able to smell many fragrances without getting, yeah, I mean, hey, I've just been doing it a while. Scent of the day, Blue de Chanel. What about that Lacrosse Essentials? Okay, I see you. What is Joel's signature favorite fragrance? It'd probably be hard for him to tell you. He wears a new fragrance every day. What is the best fragrance that reminds you of sweet and sour candy? Aaron Terrence Hughes Hard Candy. Saw someone put cologne on their wrist and twist and smush it like this. Stop them and put them on game here to the scent bubble. Hey, appreciate that, brother. What are some cheap inspired clones that are better than the designer? Cod Lodge Island, Latafa Kingdom, Zara Man, Afro Leather, Cayenne Classic, Cassius, Valencia Uomo, Tarathi Blue, Club de Nuit Prosciutto, Supreme Loam Extreme, Sahib Intense, Teriyaki Intense, Mahir Legacy Silver, Gary's Den, FOMO Fragheads Asylum, Oud for Glory, Amir Celestial, Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, Off Non Supremacy in Heaven, Off Non Collector's Edition, Club de Nuit, Milestone, Club de Nuit Iconic, Club de Nuit Sillage, Club de Nuit for Women, Oud Satin, Royal Oud, Latafa Eternal Oud, Off and On Rare Carbon, Amir, what is this? Sidra Essence. What are some cheap inspired clones that are better? We already answered that. Agreed. Must in cologne is blasphemy. That's right. Equality over equity. There we go. Can you describe what Trace Oros smells like? The top notes, and I know I'm going to be off by one note, but basically Trace Oros, to me, consolidates all your fragrances like Wajan, Carlisle, Leighton, Naxos, Grand Soir, Armani Stronger With You. It's better than all of those. It's top notes, mandarin orange and bergamot and pineapple. Middle notes, brown sugar, honey. Base notes, amber, cinnamon. It's just a sticky honey, cinnamon, plantain fragrance, but it's got a fresh, sparkly, it's a radiant fragrance. It's so good. Wajan, it's better than Wajan. I'm getting addicted to buying colognes. Any advice on stopping it? Have your wife take your credit card. Every time I go to the gym, I put on a light cologne just so I can smell fresh in a light way. Hey, that's, do what you do. Do you, 1 second, guys. Had to check on my son. Thought my son was screaming. Do you have a favorite Xerjoff? Not currently. Is Summer Mink overrated? Hold on, let me turn my fan on. Is Summer Mink overrated? Yes. Gucci Guilty Elixir, Versace Eros, Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. All three smell just like Summer Mink, but are better. Cool Water, Aqua. Cool Water or Aqua de Gio is good for the gym. Okay. Would you say Lalique Lin Sumi is your signature scent? It's the best fragrance for work. What fragrances give you hardcore nostalgia? Marc Jacobs by Marc Jacobs and Fahrenheit. What's a good budget cologne for 20 to 35 bucks? Lalique White and Black, Lalique Equus. Thank you for all the information you gave me. I got to go. Have a good night. Take care, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. Best first-time niche cologne you would recommend? I'm thinking about it. I want a fresh aquatic smell. Xerjoff's Mephisto. What do you think is a cheap fragrance with niche performance and quality? Lalique White and Black. If you had to give up music for 1 year or fragrances for 1 year to save for life, would you do in this fragrances? Have you put your nose to Summer Hammer? No, a lot of people have asked me that. No, I haven't. Funk and Egyptian Musk reminds me of open air market in a foreign country. Nice. Does your dad wear Fahrenheit EDT or EDP? EDT. BR540 overrated? No. BR540 will forever be a goat. Is Mancera Cedrat Boisé worth the price for a citrus fragrance? A lot of people will tell you yes. I don't think so. Oh, we got to the bottom. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you guys a minute or two to ask all your last minute questions, and then we're going to head out for the night. What 3 fragrances would a 45-year-old barber be wearing at his shop? He would be wearing Drakkar Intense. Yeah, he would only be wearing Drakkar Intense. I enjoyed your live. Very knowledgeable. Got to go. Have a good night. Take care, Pyramid. Thanks for coming. Hey, listen, guys. If you're new to this, I drop videos every single day with fragrance. 2 to 5 videos every single day. I've been doing it every day since I dropped. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. You'll get a ton of value. Stay a while. You know, if you don't like it after a week, unsubscribe. But, hey, people who come here wind up staying. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in, and make sure that you guys, you know, subscribe. If there's anything I didn't answer that you asked earlier, put it in the comments section. I'll always come in and put the answers to your question pretty quickly. What's the last fragrance that made you smile? Roja Vetiver. As always, good stream. Thank you, Cart. Appreciate you, brother. Stetson Cologne. My boss wears bottles of that crap every day. That's hilarious. Best men's blue fragrance, Mephisto or Mephisto Gentiluomo. Is that Baranda in the back? How likely am I to like it if I really don't want to smell like an alcoholic, but I like boozy scents? It's whiskey and rose, but it's not like vodka on the rocks or something like that from By Killian. It's not like this extremely boozy alcoholic scent. It's got whiskey, but in the most tasteful way possible. Put your nose to it first, though. You suggested Tom Ford White Vetiver. I ended up getting Arabia Silver Vetiver. Great scent profile. I never recommended White Vetiver because I don't even know what that fragrance is. But if you enjoy what you bought, that sounds good. Have you tried Frank Oliver Pure Addiction? It's a great 540 clone. No, I think Untold will suffice. Untold to me is the best BR 540 rendition. How about Versace Dylan Blue? Great versatile fragrance. How long does your Mephisto last? For me, I get about 6 to 8 hours. I appreciate you. Always come through, and I feel like an expert after every video. You put me out. I'm your student. Also looking forward to Gucci Guilty Elixir memoir, art and poetry. Can't wait. Hey, listen, that's coming sooner than you think. Of course, no blind buys here. Absolutely. Always a pleasure chatting with you. Nick, thank you so much for stopping by. After all your experience and advice, what are your advice for a regular guy who want to smell good? Watch my content. Drop a like on the video. Absolutely. Yeah, I have smelled M7. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I hope you guys have a blessed week. Hope your guys' Saturdays are killer. Like, comment, and subscribe. Show me a follow. Would love to give you guys more content. We're dropping every single day, and we have our 3K giveaway in the works right now. So look out for the announcements on how to enter with that. With that being said, love you guys. Have a great rest of your night, and I will